understand that the only things that survive across centuries of human existence are the products of human creativity. This building is going to be a living testament to that essential truth, that the product of human creativity is what sustains us, which represents our traditions and our cultures across time.
And welcome back to the Speed Art Museum after 3 long years of being closed.
If you really want to have the next generation, which is a global generation, to be ready, and if you just leave that to CNN, no offense to CNN, but it's not the best place really to learn about the diversity of the world. Here, an institution or an organization like us is neutral. I am not a political, I'm not religious, I'm not educational. It's a neutral place where you could really express yourself, but learn. You could create controversy, you could create dialogue. And what is the most important for the next generation is to learn about the rest of the world, to learn about differences between us, and to be more accepting of differences, and to really make the world a better place. And we have that role, and I'm really transforming the mission of a museum from a temple of the art to be that hub of creativity where you could have a dialogue without any fear. That's what is important.
With the renovation of the museum and Ghilan's focus on this becoming a 21st century art museum, we wanted there to be a 21st century learning space as well. So we're standing in the newly renovated Art Sparks. It's a space that's for all ages to help them all connect with art and with each other. It's broken down into 3 sections, focusing on noticing, making, and talking about art. The noticing section has exhibits that think about color, light, composition. The talking section has different card games and other games to get people really interacting and talking about works of art in the collection. And then the making section gives visitors a chance to make works of art on their own. School kids can come to the museum for guided tours and hands-on art making activities to help supplement what maybe they may not get in the classroom. We'll also have summer camps. We'll have workshops on Saturdays for adults and for kids, so giving anyone the chance to make art here at the museum. We don't want the museum to be a passive experience where you just come in, look at art, and move on. We want people to engage, really look closely, talk with people, get thinking about things in a different way, but definitely activating the museum and activating visitors when they're here.
Coming to a place like Louisville, I think it's important to not just think of the museum as an isolated institution, but as an activist, as a catalyst to be able to help to create a cultural network in the city as well as the region. And because of that, I think it's crucial. And that's why the museum, especially the new part, is designed to be very open, very transparent, because it assists the old building to open up to the surrounding. Museums were made as temples, right? Temples of art, and because of that, they're clad with the most expensive marble and limestone, and they're clad inside. But over the years, it becomes such a hurdle because it becomes so intimidating and also becomes so elitist. So that's something that we work very hard to change. What we talked about, which might sound slightly funny to you, I call it acupuncture architecture. And what it means is that it's not just something that you added on, right? This is not just an added on wing or limbs or a box, but the intervention that you do to a museum as all of the speed from 1927, and really not only improve and expand it, but also rejuvenate and so clarify, just like human body. I really want it to be something contemporary, but at the same time respect and relate to the old building, both on the inside and outside. So inside you can see the metal panel of how the folded really derive from the moldings of the old building and how they relate together, especially if you see it from 3rd Street. I think that's quite strong. On the inside, I really want the flow to be very connecting. You feel seamless between the new building and the old building. And one of the compliments that I receive is people don't feel that they separate between the old and the new. There's a seamless circulation and experience.
I can't imagine how they could be closed for 3.5 years and still, be able to come back this spectacularly. It was very bold on their part, and they have brought it off brilliantly.
We doubled the size, additional 72,000 square feet. We doubled the staff, and we doubled the operating budget. Did not double the endowment yet. So all of that gave us a fabulous capacity to hang more art. And what the public will see is technically 40% new.
What I want to do is to get people excited about the art, get them excited as I am excited about it, because that's what's great. It's that little detail that can hook you and have you coming back time and time again, and putting objects together in a way that will make sense to today's audiences, that they can start making their own connections without having to take giant intellectual leaps. We want it to be smart and engaging. We want to use humor to get our point across. Anything that can help people understand and appreciate art just a little bit more, and it makes their day a little brighter.
Oh, I like this. I could do this all day. Oh, look how beautiful.
The Speed Museum, when you're talking visual art, and there are a lot of fine galleries, but this is where it's centered. It all is going to grow out of this space in creating the kind of excitement about the visual arts that the Speed can kind of excite in people. That's going to be hugely important to the city.
We are this hub of creativity I've been talking about, and it's two things around that. Above the fact that I want you to be stimulated when you come in, I want you to come with your grandparents and so on. I really want a generational discussion, but it's again becoming that place of energy and creativity, and I want them to leave, go back home, think about it, and come back and so on. But I really would love the country at large to really take an understanding that culture, art, creativity is vital for the next generation. So at least in Louisville, it's happening.